Hey fans, Aaron Buttonhoff, play-by-play voice for the Willmar WarHawks. The season is done. It was a great year for the WarHawks, the coaching staff, the people that work for the organization. We appreciate everybody coming out and watching the games that could with all the COVID restrictions there was. I appreciate everybody that watched us on Hockey TV and appreciate the fine back and forth I had with a lot of those fans. And Coach, it really was a great season. You look at it, it was a season of firsts. We got our first shutout in multiple years. There when Will Penny got a shutout, Lucas Haugen got a shutout. I think it's the first year we've had two different goalies actually get shutouts in a year. We win a playoff game. Our highest seed is a playoff in the playoffs. We get to the division finals for the first time. All in all, very successful.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny we start out talking about just things as easy as getting a win somewhere else that we had never gotten a win before,
right?
North Iowa, or getting a shutout, which seems like pretty basic things, but you got to have a first time. And unfortunately for the organization, it took 5 years, but happy to have accomplished that. In my second year here, so it was a great run, and yeah, I mean, those are definitely some highlights that you mentioned, but to get that win against North Iowa in the division final, and then to really push them to their limits in the third and deciding game, like we could have won that series. I wish we were still playing, but tip of the cap to them. They have a tremendous team, and they earned it. A couple bounces here or there, and a couple of timely goals for us, especially in the second period with some grade A chances. Could have been different, but that's the game of hockey, and yeah, they certainly deserve to be going. So hats off to them. But yeah, getting the Granite City sweep in the playoffs was absolutely huge. Some really, really good times and memories that I'll cherish forever. And yeah, the boys were a phenomenal group. So very, very fortunate to have been able to coach them. And yeah, it was a really fun year.
And with the season being over, then it's the talk after the season. Every coach does it at every level. The exit interviews. You don't have to get into specifics. Just how did that go?
Yeah, so we talked to all the boys. Actually, 28 to 29. One of them wasn't able to come in for exit interviews for one reason or another, but 28 to 29 went extremely well. And then 24 of those guys are eligible to return, and every single one of them had nothing but positive things to say. Absolutely interested in returning. Of course, they're all hoping to move up to the North American League, and that's going to be something they're all going to pursue, and we're going to help them in that pursuit. But there's only so many spots, and it's very difficult to make. So in all likelihood, we'll have a good number of guys coming back. However many that is, we'll see. But whoever they are, if they were on the team this year, we're going to welcome them back with open arms and be super happy they're back, because we know they're great kids off the ice and good hockey players on the ice. So we're looking forward to a really nice season next year with a good group of returners, a strong core, and then adding some good pieces in recruiting. We've been working hard on that. Coach Connor White and I on the recruiting trail already for months now. Realistically, I talked to a lot of the Minnesota guys and maybe North Dakota, the locals, and Connor has his connections throughout AAA, U18, out of state. So it's a nice combination there. And yeah, we have some good kids that we have signed to tenders already, and others we're talking to, and then we'll have the draft coming up at the end of April. So yeah, a lot of fun recruiting. I like that side of it. I know Connor does as well. But yeah, we're excited for next year.
One of the ways that guys get seen for the next level is that top prospects tournament. Normally it's in the middle of the season, but hard luck loser in that final series. But that gives you the head coaching spot for top prospects. You get to go down to St. Louis and coach one of the teams with 3 WarHawks on it, 5 total get taken down there. Talk about the top prospects and how much fun just the honor of going down and coaching.
Yeah, go Team Apex. The blue team is my team. I think so. We have Penny, Kupka, and Johnson on my team.
Yes.
I want to say, yeah. So tough break for OB and Jangula having to face us, but I think we're gonna win. I put money on blue. But yeah, I know it's fun. It's a great honor. Would love to be there coaching the WarHawks in the finals or in the Fraser Cup, but as a nice consolation, silver lining getting to go there and be on the bench with a bunch of the all-stars from around the league. It's good. All the different divisions represented, all the teams in all the divisions have guys there, and they're all high-end players, so it'll be really fun to interact with them and get to know them a little bit and cheer them on, give them the rah-rah on the bench. Probably won't be doing too much coaching, more just a lot of encouragement, but it'll be fun. Connor's coming too, so we'll be there getting the boys going. And yeah, the guys going are Jonah Jangula, Alex Kupka, Brady O'Brien, Ben Johnson, and Will Penny, those 5. So congratulations to those guys. We had such a talented team. There's so many guys that that could have gone. So we're really proud of those guys, and I know they're going to represent the WarHawks well down there in St. Louis, and we're excited to be there to watch them.
And there's scouts everywhere from Division III teams, NAL teams. I know the NAL season is still going to be going, but they still have scouts out there looking.
Yeah, absolutely. So we get to wear our other hats for a second too, representing the St. Cloud Norsemen in the North American League. So we scout for those guys as well, which is a nice little perk of having the affiliation. Wearing a couple different hats, so to speak. I think we actually have some hats on the way from the Norsemen that we're going to get to wear. So and a nice jacket too. So thanks Tom Chorsky for that. It'll be fun. North American League teams there, NA3 teams there, colleges there. So good just to network and get to know some people. Connor and I are actually going down on Friday. We're going to drive to the cities and fly out, go Friday to Tuesday, so we can stay and watch the Fraser Cup, watch the NAL Combine that's going on at the same time with a million prospects there, and then watch the Fraser Cup, the final being on Monday at 3 o'clock, I think. So we'll get to watch that, get to know some people, get to do some networking, and do some recruiting and scouting and coaching. So a lot of good things all rolled up into one. So it certainly is a nice little silver lining, and helps ease the pain of that finals loss.
Do you get to get on the ice with the guys for a couple of workouts before you throw them in a game?
In the top prospects?
Yes.
No, I'm not bringing my skates, so I guess no. I don't think there's any extra ice. They're fine. They'll jump out there and they'll play. They'll do a little 5-minute warm up and get after it. No on ice coaching. Like I said, it'll be more just encouragement. I don't think we're gonna run too many systems. We'll just have them get out there and go play.
Talking about the recruiting, you got a lot of tenders that you signed. The draft comes up in a couple of weeks, so I mean everything's happening bang, bang, bang for you. Talked about the COVID stuff, everything kind of getting a little bit overwhelming at the start of the season. Is it getting not overwhelming, but just really busy now when you go to top prospects? You got to prepare for the draft yet too.
Yeah, a little bit. We got done on Sunday night and slept and woke up, and me and Connor were at the rink here by like 9 o'clock doing our first exit meeting, and then from there it was just nothing, not nonstop. Either exit meetings or cleaning up locker room or talking to the commissioner, organizing the top prospect stuff, booking flights, getting hotel, accommodations figured out, all sorts of stuff, and still recruiting. I'm actually going on a little recruiting trip here today. I'm driving out of town. We'll be back tonight. Then tomorrow I'm not sure what I'll do, and then Friday we're gone to St. Louis. So yeah, it's been really, really busy. Figure we'll probably be really busy from now until the end of April. The draft is April 28th, I want to say. Then once the draft is over, we'll hopefully get a little time to take a little bit of a break. We'll see. But I joke that it's a 24/7 job, but it really is. But it also isn't really a job at all, because I love doing it. I'd be doing this even if I wasn't getting paid to be doing it. I'd probably still be coaching hockey. So it's one of those things where you're always working but never working. But yeah, so it doesn't stop. Always got my phone on me, and so texting and emailing and calling, and Amanda gets upset sometimes, but that's just how it is, and Connor the same way. We're busy, but it's good to be busy. It helped ease the pain of that loss. I woke up in the morning feeling pretty down, and you got to get moving, got to get going, got to see the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, or to see that new light that you're going to be going to and building towards next year. And like I told a lot of guys in the exit interviews, ones that are eligible to come back, we're planning on winning the whole thing next year. That's got to be the goal. I know it's my goal. I know it's going to be their goals too, and I think it's attainable. So that's exciting to think about. I know usually people don't like to talk big, but just being honest. So it just is what it is. Might be bulletin board material for other teams, but I love finding bulletin board material from them too. And North Iowa had decade of dominance all year, and they still won. So it's you just gotta talk the talk and walk the walk. And, we're excited about next year.
A great season, and this is just the beginning.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll talk after the draft, I'm sure.
Yep.
We'll try and keep in touch. You like to golf.
Yeah,
I try to golf. You like to fish. I try to fish. We'll keep talking. Connor might even be around, so we can talk. We can bring Connor White along too, and bring the assistant coach. We'll keep everything going. We'll keep you guys updated as we can on our social media platforms and on our website as to whatever's going on. We'll talk after the draft with how the draft went. Going forward, when it gets closer to the season, obviously there'll be a whole lot more to talk about. But right now, just the Fraser Cup finals are going on. Those first games are tomorrow. Top prospects, it'll all be on Hockey TV. I won't be there, but these guys will, and that's one reason to watch that stuff on Hockey TV as well. Thanks for everything, coaches. thank you guys for everything you helped me out with this year. I wanted to get that out there publicly. You guys were great for me doing this every week, and then all the pregame interviews and just letting me sit in on practices and film sessions made it very easy for me to get a little bit better at my broadcasting. So I appreciate that very much.
Thank you very much.
Until after the draft and then going to next season, thank you very much for watching these things all year long. And hey, like I said, a great season. This is just the beginning.